Our Utah Coldwell Banker is a part of the Southwest region for Coldwell Banker as a corporation. And today we had a kickoff meeting for 2025 where we were talking about all of the great things that we've accomplished as well as some things for the future. And one of those things today was the opportunity to hear from Lawrence Yoon, who is an economist for the National Association of Realtors. And he often comes up with lots of insights onto what we can expect for the upcoming year. So it's pretty interesting, and I thought I'd share with you a couple of things that he shared that may relate to you. So I'll show you what I can here. And I'll also put these on my website and in the stories. So this one is an image of equity in the homes. So if you can see, it starts from the year 2000 and is going up to 2026. And it's showing you that if you have purchased a home, your equity continues to rise. So again, real estate, just not a bad investment. He also talks about the median net worth between owners and renters, you guys. And I thought one of the things that he said was really cool. He said, grandparents and parents purchased homes at 12 to 14% interest rates, and they are part of that blue category. So even if you're buying something now at a high interest rate, you're still gaining wealth, even though it's maybe is a little bit of a challenge right now with the way the interest rates are going, but you're still going to gain wealth for the future. So that's 2019 versus 2024. Again, I'll put these on the website. And it nearly doubled. It's crazy. This is the home price gain since pre-COVID. So if you bought a house prior to COVID in 2020, you are probably doing pretty well because most of them are right around the 50% gain increase in equity. This is also another thing, recent home sales. He's saying that even though our interest rates are where they are and people are thinking that they're afraid to buy, in the last couple of months, we're starting to see the home sales go into the positive. So that means that more people are going to buy homes or are out there buying homes and transacting right now, even with the interest rates the way they are. This one also talked about inventory, and I thought something that he was talking about. So if you can see, our inventory numbers are actually rising. I thought something interesting that he talked about was he talked about our inventory numbers are starting to go up. And in the past, he's always talked about jobs and interest rates and how those are the two things that are the main indicators of what the market is going to do for the home sales. But he says the more he's been watching and the more he's been learning and researching, he's finding that inventory is also a huge impact of that. So as we start to see more homes enter the marketplace, the expectation is that probably we'll see some more home sales. This one also talks about the job gains, which he said was a big one. And look, he also said that Utah is doing, and I quote, super well. We're in the green. So our job rates, we're up 12%. He also said this is why he says, I don't really know all the time. We can't always make those determinations because as well as people say that the mortgage rate or the interest rate falls in line with the Fed rate, that shows that it isn't. They're actually kind of doing their own thing, and they can because they aren't entirely interrelated. His forecast for the mortgage rate is he expects this next year for it to be somewhere between 7 to 6 or 6.5%. So even though we've talked about some cuts, they're not seeing those right away. And the reason he says is why is this one right here, and it's our national debt. And if you can see the two blue arrows, the first one is when Donald Trump was inaugurated prior, and then to now is his second inauguration. So it shows how much our national debt is just out of control. And that is why the mortgage rates can't be dropped so quickly, because we need to make up that money somewhere. And people are still spending. They actually still are buying homes. It was a 30-year low in the past year, though, and we're starting to see with those inventory numbers, the sales are going up from 2020 to 2024. 58% increase, you guys. That was a big takeaway for me in equity. So with inventory, we're hoping that 2025 is going to be a better year for real estate. If you have questions, let me know.